So hi guys, it's been a lovely day today. I've been out for quite a bit and I was able to put a lot of that on Instagram. I'm actually quite proud of myself today. I think it's the first time I feel like I really got quite a bit of footage. I don't know how much. And the camera, it was fully charged, but I actually lost, the charge was like completely finished, so I eventually just had to stop and I came back home, plugged it in for it to charge, and then I left to go out shopping again for my boys. So that was cool. Nothing else going on really, nothing much. I have about half an hour before we have to leave to go out to dinner. So I showed you, I went to the Basilica, which is Fauvier, I believe it's Fauvier Basilica here in Lyon. It's got amazing views. I took the boat out and then I climbed all the way to the top. It's quite an exercise because here I was in the morning saying, hey, I'm not going out, nobody makes me work out, and I'll not be going to the gym, and I'm not getting on a bike. Well, I did get my workout in, and guys, to be honest, I am so poorly. I am so, what's the word? I'm not fit at all. I really need to get into the gym and, get fit or something. I need to at least just build body strength, especially upper body strength, because I'm really like, but that's funny because from when I was a kid, my grandma actually had a name for me, and you will not believe what it was: toilet paper. Why? Because she said when the wind blew so hard, I would actually be blown away with the wind, and they'd have to fetch me. So that became a name of mine, because I was always quite tiny and I looked quite fragile. But that's the story of my life. I've always had that. My mom raising me, she always, if we had to do any housework when the house help was away, say for the weekend, and it was my turn, whatever I was doing, my mom would just jump in and rescue me, because she thought I looked so weak doing it, and oh, my poor baby, my poor baby. I had quite a bit of that going on. So apparently it's persisted into my adulthood, because here I am, a grown-up woman, and I still need to build strength. So you know what? It's probably one of the things I should challenge myself and say, you know what? I am going to build upper body strength, and I should just go out and do it. There's no reason I shouldn't, to be honest. Why? I just don't know what that would be. Yoga, Pilates, Zumba. I've actually tried Zumba. I loved it. I really enjoyed it, just the dancing. I could get used to that. Yoga, I've done it before. I've never done anything beyond a month, just a few weeks, and then I give up. It's just not my thing. I hate the stress that comes with working out. But this is no longer a question of, this is no longer really a question of, this is becoming very important, because as we age, we're supposed to take better care of our bodies. So I really should hit the gym. I really should pick up some form of exercise, just so I don't get geriatric. So you guys tell me in the comment section, what would you do? What would you have me do? Would that be yoga? Would that be Zumba? Would that be Pilates? Would it just be good old cardio, going to the gym? Or what would you suggest I do? I just need to build upper body strength. I really do, because I'm not strong at all. But that aside, I huffed and puffed my way up to the top, and I was able to enjoy the views. I was able to go into the Basilica and take a few pictures. But it actually ended up being a very beautiful day. Actually, it was cold, but not that bad. I'm terribly dressed, I just have the half suitcase that we normally carry when we travel, because we travel light, because we travel quite a bit. But that's a myth. I see most of my colleagues have the huge, not even the carry-on, the much bigger suitcases. But that's because they're prepared. First of all, they're flying long haul, so when they go away, it's probably for more than 2 nights, like we do when we're flying within Europe. So they're away for a much longer time. Secondly, most of them gym, so they've got their gym shoes, they've got their gym outfits, and then always have a swimming costume or a bikini, because you're always going to end up in the swimming pool hanging out. And then I think there's these things that they have. Like, I find myself, like, every single trip I've taken, I've actually forgotten to carry my swimming costume, except one Tel Aviv trip. That was the first and only time that I had my swimming costume in the bag, in my suitcase. Every other time like now, I mean, I could be down in the swimming pool or down in the sauna or something, but I forgot my swimming costume. Story of my life, right? But I hear from my colleagues that every time you park, that you'll always find there's one thing you forgot. So this comes with the territory, you know, this comes with the job. And I think that's probably why they have a suitcase that they never touch. It's got everything they need. When they get back from a trip, they just do the laundry and put it right back in, and that way they're always kitted out. Well, end of the road for this one. Let's see what pans out with my life after that, yeah? So, what else can I chit-chat about? Let's see. Well, let's see. I was just watching something on TV about the second presidential debate. All that sniffing. Well, when I was up there, I was thinking about religion, and I was thinking about, you know, just spirituality and getting close to God. That is my my upbringing anyway. I'm a lot more mild now about it. Quite frankly, if I'm to be honest, I barely ever practice it. I do it for myself, but really not beyond that. Not beyond. The TV is a distraction. I should turn it off. I'd like to know how you spend your day. For me, this is probably it, because after this, I'm going out to meet the crew for dinner. We've decided we're going to an Indian restaurant, highly recommended by most of our colleagues. So mine, I don't know if you've noticed, probably, mine is a lifestyle channel, because I'm traveling currently, but I won't be traveling forever, and this is really not how the blog started anyway. My channel started just to document my life. So actually I got the confirmation today when I sat quietly and thought about things, and I was trying to map out the way forward. And I'm like, I'm a finance girl, and right now I'm a fly girl. And I don't know how long that's going to last for. I mean, after all, I'm going back home to my husband and my son in about a month from now. So there's this transition period when, again, you're starting to think, oh, you know, what am I going to do next? What other passions would I like to indulge? Or do I want to pursue this further? Or do I want to pull back and step back to what I did before? Or what next? There's all this what next, but you know what I'm learning? I'm learning to enjoy the journey. Life is in the journey, you know, life is not in getting there. Life is in just exploring options. Life is in daring, just like crazy mad daring. You've got to be crazy to do some of the things I'm doing, and quite frankly there is a degree of crazy in me for me to get to what I've become, really, to just take chances, to just try and live freely, to try and live in the moment, to try and not worry too much about life, and to really take it one day at a time. So I'm really glad that you're coming along for the journey. I know I probably don't put a lot of this out there just because I'm not because I'm a very private person. I am a private person, but that's not why I'm not putting it out there. It's just because I haven't figured it all out myself. As things are, I'm on the search. I'm searching, I'm looking, I'm trying, we'll see, you know. And it's a bit odd to be searching late in life, but I think we all have to be true to ourselves, and this is my journey. You're on yours, everybody's on their journey, and we can just be kind to one another and support one another as we go along the way. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed, nothing is guaranteed. You coming my way again or me coming your way again, not guaranteed. So the times we've got together, let's be kind to one another, let's support one another, let's uplift one another, you know, let's uphold one another, and let's just push each other forward, and let's just be kind, really be kind. That's the bottom line. Alright, I'm gonna stop this for now, and I'll probably come back up to say goodnight.
Final time is now.
guys, I am home. I just got back from dinner with the crew and to my room. I'm currently waiting for hubby. He's still at work closing a deal, so when he's done he'll call me. So I thought to turn this on and chit chat a bit more. I probably would get addicted to this if I'm not careful, yeah. It's actually quite fun, I quite like it, quite frankly. Going out today, I think I've done my best job vlogging. And to be honest, I really like it. It makes me feel like I'm not doing all these things alone. Funny enough, because I'm most comfortable in with my own company. But I really did. Today there was the added thrill to it that you're coming along with me on the journey, on the trip, that I could share some of my exploits with you, and there was a joy about that. It's hard to explain. I didn't think I would. I didn't know that this is how it would feel, but I'm quite glad that I did it, and I really enjoyed how it made me feel, and I hope you enjoy the product when you actually end up, looking at the video and seeing the output. So we just got back from an Indian dinner, like we went to the Royal India. It's a restaurant right in the center of Lyon. It took us a bit getting there. We had to make reservations and we were lucky enough to get them. And the food was delicious. We absolutely loved it. We'll be doing Indian again and again and again. For me, I don't need any convincing because it's already my favorite meal. My husband will attest to that. Wherever we go, anytime we go anywhere, I always want Indian, no matter what. I always want Indian when it's my time to choose, which is like 1 out of 10. I always choose Indian. My husband always chooses Chinese. He's crazy about Chinese. He could eat Chinese for every meal, every day, right down to breakfast. I don't think much of it, not that I dislike it or like it, it's just food to me. But the food I really enjoy, that I really go all out and say, wow, it's my turn, it's when we do Indian. So today was a perfect night. We got back, and tomorrow at some point, we're going to take off for Nice, which is still here in France. And then after Nice, we'll go back to Brussels. I suspect I should be back home by around 5 o'clock or something like that. My time in Europe is coming to an end, so I'm trying to fit in as many visits to all my good friends as I can, because I don't know when I'll be coming back to Europe again. I mean, definitely we've got to come back because this is, home. I mean, my husband's English, so we'll be coming back. I just don't know how often, what frequency, so just to make sure I've got it all taken care of, I've got to see, my friends. So for the remainder of my off days, I actually have a visit planned for every off day that I have. I've got somebody I'm meeting up, my friend Lexi, my Italian. Dai, Elena, you have to know how to say that. My friend Lexi, her name is Alessandra, but I've always called her Lexi. She always speaks to me in Italian, and I swear I could say I understand it. I don't know why. I speak French, but she's so insistent upon speaking Italian that you just have to pick up here and there, and it actually makes sense. After a while, you actually know what she's trying to tell you. Not that she doesn't speak English. She speaks English, she speaks French, she probably speaks Dutch, but Italians are very proud of their language, and it's really quite nice to hear, and I love how they gesticulate and how they talk with their hands. Mamma mia, what is the problem now? So it's been really fun. I saw her for lunch a couple of days ago, and I'll probably see her several times a week before I leave, because she works right where I live, right in the center of Brussels. We're not far from each other. So I could literally see her every day for lunch, which is really what I plan to do. And then I've got to see Morley and Lisa. You probably know them. You know what? I just got back and we didn't have dessert at the restaurant. Just, I don't know why. I guess nobody was having it. And I always go for meals for dessert. So I'm probably going to call the restaurant or room service. I was going to call the room service to have a dessert. I don't know if that's a good idea anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I actually do want dessert, so I'm going to call for dessert. I love dessert. The saying that says start with dessert. Life is short, start with dessert. That was for me, because I love dessert. So, room service. Hello, can I possibly get her tiramisu? So what do you have for the day? Uh-huh. No, uh-huh. No. No, mm-hmm. What's panna cotta? Yes, what is... Is it cold or... Okay, then nothing. Well, then nothing then. Nothing, sir. Then I'll have nothing. Yes, not a problem. Thank you. Oh, they don't have my dessert. I always get crème brûlée, which they don't have. Then I usually get tiramisu, which they don't have. That's pretty much all, really. I'm quite picky on the desserts. I don't do chocolate mousse. Those I just don't get them, so I don't do them. So that's that. I'm waiting for Harvey to call, but I think I should get comfy, get in bed. So I'm going to take a shower now. Going to get in my jammies. I'm probably going to check on Instagram, what's up, and I'm gonna read. I'm gonna check up on the presidential debate. I don't know how that's developing since it took place and all the hoopla surrounding it. I'd like to know what happened with that, and then probably just check a bit of the news here and there, right around 11 o'clock or midnight. So that means I've got an hour or two. So if you allow me, I'll sign off here. I'm quite grateful you stayed with me today. It felt quite cozy. You know, it felt really nice just knowing that I was going to share everything with you guys and that you were going to come along with me on the journey. For now, I'm just going to sleep, and it was really nice having you. Please don't forget to subscribe, and you can leave in the comment section what you prefer from me. Is it vlogs like this, or would you rather just sit down and you know, those preachy kind of videos, or would you prefer just a chit chat? Because, you know, I'm really here to connect, so whichever method works best with you, I will adapt, because I am Superwoman and I can do it all. She said. Okay, dokie guys, it was really nice having you. I'll catch you again later soon. Bye bye. I'll just wait here for Harvey to call, so bye.